So by now, I'm sure you've no doubt heard about the hit show Squid Game. The memes are everywhere, and it's likely been talked about to death already, but I want to talk about it anyways. I'm not going to go too deep into the show's plot, but I will be discussing its overarching theme and narrative. So with that being said, consider this your spoiler warning. Squid Game paints a picture of a twisted duality, a collision of lifestyles that we're forced to look at from a different perspective, to be absurdly wealthy, and to be poor and in debt. To have everything, and to have nothing at all. Everything in this show comes back to one thing: money. And trust me, the irony of the opening scene having our protag betting on a horse race is not lost on me. That was some interesting foreshadowing. All of our protagonists in this series had their own cash-related issues for one reason or another. And I will say that a couple of these are based on some too real issues like immigration. On a side note, there's even some duality going on with the immigrant characters, one coming to Korea legally from Pakistan and another illegally from the oppressive North Korea, both wanting a better life and being stonewalled by their lack of money and the realization that they aren't on equal footing with the rest of society. In Squid Game, we find ourselves following the struggles of these debt-ridden individuals competing in twisted schoolyard games where if you lose, you die. The twist on this take? They are all here willingly. Asterisk, kind of, sort of, it's a gray area. From the jump, the contestants sign a contract agreeing to the terms of the game, albeit a little vague. Given the circumstances of their arrival, I find it hard to believe not a single person found the phrasing to be just a little bit suspicious. Yeah, so here it says I'll be eliminated if I lose. What does that mean exactly? Eliminated? I don't know if I like the phrasing around that. So if I lose, you just send me home, right? You send me back, right?
Look, you want to play the game or not?
Yeah, sure, why not? But manipulation seems to be a reoccurring theme in the series as well, and you see it in multiple different ways. I mean, after witnessing what they saw, they willingly came back. Why? Money. Make no mistake, these people are definitely being manipulated at the hands of the front man, but this is also a good example of the psychology behind poverty. There's a lot of evidence that suggests that poverty causes stress and negative affective states, which in turn leads to short-sighted decisions. They come back because they believe they have nothing out there for them. This is their best shot at paying off their debt, even if it costs them their lives. The psychology of poverty is limiting attention and favoring habitual behaviors at the expense of goal-directed ones. Sound familiar? To these master manipulators, those who live in poverty are easy targets. On the flip side, let's talk about these VIPs, these aristocrats who are literally gambling with these people's lives while they struggle to survive in these games. Why do they do it? What are they getting out of it? Well, that brings me to the other side of the coin. Yes, let us talk about the psychology of wealth. Did you know there are psychologists that specialize in dealing with the rich and powerful? They are called wealth psychologists, and they help their clients deal with the guilt that they may have acquired along with their riches. What is one to do when money is no longer an object? When you find yourself with an infinite amount of free time and you've experienced all that life has to offer, you are bored, empty even. Spending more and more money in pursuit of feeling any sort of excitement means taking more and more risks financially and physically. Money to you becomes something more of a drug. This is wealth fatigue syndrome. In their own selfish pursuit of thrills, these rich VIPs gamble on these people's lives like a horse race. It's taboo, a twisted way for them to play with their riches, but sooner or later, even that won't be enough. Squid Game then poses the question of how far someone's willing to go in their pursuit for fun, leading us back to that also popular philosophical question: can money buy happiness? In a strange way, the main villain of the series believes himself to be on equal ground with the poor, often debt-ridden contestants he manipulates into playing his game. When you have everything, nothing is new to you. Nothing is fun anymore. You feel as though you have nothing at all. And in that sense, no different than those who live in poverty. Can money buy happiness? According to Squid Game, the answer is no. Squid Game was a wild ride from start to finish, and trust me when I say there's a lot that could be unpacked here. I'm really hoping it gets greenlit for a second season. I want to see where it goes next. If you've made it this far into the video, it would mean the world to me if you'd rate it. Whether you liked it or disliked it, I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments below. And if you want to be extra awesome and subscribe, I'm going to do something that YouTubers don't normally do. I'm going to say don't subscribe unless my channel is definitely for you. If you got a minute, go ahead and click over to my channel and take a look at it. If my content seems to be a good fit for you, then please, by all means, subscribe. But I want to be real with you and stay up front. I upload all kinds of content on this channel, and it may not be for everybody. That being said, I'm Mobby Nerd. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.